Published 2041 Est, the 14th of November 2017. Updated 2044 Est, the 14th of November 2017. Migration. Say Mr Javis' claim that two-thirds of housing demand had nothing to do with immigration is false and misleading. The spiraling need for new homes is almost entirely a result of immigration, according to a report. It says 8 out of 10 of all new households over the past 15 years were made up of migrant families, which is the overwhelming reason for the pressure to build millions of new homes. The report from the Migration Watch UK think tank accused ministers of misleading the public. Communities Secretary Sajid Javid told the Commons in February that two-thirds of housing demand has nothing to do with immigration and was down to natural population growth. Migration Watch says this is entirely false and misleading. It says that according to the Labour Force survey by the Office for National Statistics, 1.65 million of the 2 million new households needing homes in England between 2000 and 2015 were headed by someone who was an immigrant. And between 2010 and 2015, the number of households headed by someone born in Britain actually fell. It dropped by 117,335 to 18,751,065, while the number of new households where the head was an immigrant went up by nearly 500,000 to 3,493,207. Mr Javid's Department for Communities and Local Government says that in the 25 years between 2014 and 2039 there will need to be homes for 210,000 new households a year. Of these, it says 77,000 will be a result of immigration. London's chronic housing shortage could be solved by building on rooftops, a report suggests. It says 23,000 blocks could be extended upward without altering views of the capital's historic skyline. Knight Frank used mapping software called Skyward to reveal where extra floors could go up in the center of the city. The estate agency claims 41,000 homes could be created, the equivalent of more than 437 football pitches together, covering 28 million square feet. If developed, the space would be worth as much as £51 billion. Charles Dugdale of Knight Frank said Skyward is a fantastically powerful tool for identifying development opportunities to unlock thousands of new homes in London and ease housing supply pressures, particularly in those areas where availability of land is becoming increasingly rare. But Migration Watch disputes these numbers. It says officials are using immigration figures that are far below the real levels and ignoring the effect of new families formed by young immigrants already in the UK. Consider 8 Polish men in their 20s who arrived in England in 2012 and lived together in a shared house. The report said, between 2010 and 2015, the number of households headed by someone born in Britain dropped by 117,335 to 18,751,065, while the number of new households where the head was an immigrant went up by nearly 500,000 to 3,493,207. Together they currently form one household. However, as they age and perhaps settle down with partners and have children, they will go on to form up to 8 separate family households. Migration Watch Chief Lord Green said, "We have a major crisis over housing affecting huge numbers of people, especially the young, yet the focus of debate is still on supply. Nobody dares talk about demand and its principal driver, immigration." Our paper breaks new ground in pointing to this central, if uncomfortable, truth.